Aquarius, this is a reading for you for that period between Christmas and New Year's, which is such a funny period sometimes. I want to tell you that a card that has been coming out repeatedly, even now when I shuffled and when I was preparing for your reading, was the King of Pentacles. So I can, go ahead and say to you, I think that especially if you have been concerned about money and resources and your physical experience of life, your home, your job, your career, your entrepreneurship, whatever it may be, the parts of you that is your very earthly part of your being, the soul having a human being experience, I see great prosperity for that, really, really great prosperity for that. So that is really, really cool. Okay, so this is a reading for you for between Christmas and New Year's, that period between sort of like celebrations. If you are celebrating, it can be quite a funky space sometimes. So we're going to look at that and going to clarify and then also end up with a message from the universe. But first and foremost, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius, please remember these readings are general. Take them as they resonate. For Aquarius, dealing with an Aquarius. But first of all, oh my goodness, we're taking a look at sort of like the energy of this year so far. What has brought you towards where you currently are? Because it's fine and well to understand where you are. You want to understand how you got to where you are, whether it's good, whether it's bad. You want to understand how you vibrationally got yourself to where you are, so that if you've done something that you don't like, you cannot do that again in future. And if you are somewhere where you do like to be, then you can, you can maintain that abundance and you can recreate it for yourself. Then you got the King of Swords. So yeah, Aquarius, you had to be really, really strict about things throughout this year. You had to be very strict with yourself. I get the sense here that maybe through this year, and I mean 2023 was a very formative year, preparing you for great abundance, my beautiful Aquarius. But this was definitely a year where it feels like you had to be like really just very strict with yourself. Like sometimes in life you get someone that will be strict with you to get you there, and it feels like you had to be that person for yourself. And I even get a sense that maybe one of the reasons why you needed to do that is because you may maybe share with someone, possibly someone close to you, someone whose opinion you may have respected. It doesn't mean that they are wrong and stuff like that, but everybody doesn't always get us for what it is that we need in our lives. And I feel that for some of you, there was a space, Aquarius, where, people would say, no, don't worry, it's going to be fine, it's going to be all right, it's going to work itself out. And you realize, no, I have to really, really, possibly more, especially towards the end of the year. For some of you, it might have been more of a survival year than many people actually realize, but you just kind of like, it's when you're in the water and you look up to here, you can't breathe anymore. Because for some of you, as I was going to say before I interrupted myself, it's a space where you have to be really strict with yourself, and you have to say to yourself, I'm not going to go with nice little pretty words and convoluted terms and whatever. I'm really going to apply myself. I'm really going to go for what it is that I want to have and what I want to go for. All right. So yeah, it's great because it brings you towards where you are, but it's also very exhausting. So some of you are totally, totally drained. All right. Let's see where you currently are. So now we're looking at this period between Christmas and New Year's. What is the potential? What is the potential that you brought yourself to? All right. And that is the thing that, when we understand that we are the ones that bring ourselves to the point that we, really create our own experience of life, and how we do that, that is when the magic happens. Okay. So let's look at this period between Christmas and New Year's. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Spirit guides and guardian angels. What is it that my beautiful Aquarius needs to know? If you are open to dynamic growth, I can honestly and confidently say I have just launched my best online course ever. 40 days Sacred Tarot Journey. There's a link for it in the description. Check it out. The first days are free. They are completely obligation free. I'm not even going to know that you looked at those first 3 days. So go ahead and take a look at it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose and so much to gain. The link is the link. Sorry, the link is in the description. All right. So let's look at it. So for some of you, I feel there's a sense of feeling. It's almost like you've done a lot of the work now, Aquarius. You're in the space where you've done what you needed to do, and it probably wasn't easy. It was probably very, very difficult, very, very hard. It's very draining, it's very taxing. So you've done it, and I feel you're at the space where you might be sort of listless. You don't even feel like doing anything because you just feel drained, And it's almost like you don't even want to know, because I'm shuffling and shuffling, no cards are coming out. You don't even want to know what you need to do next, because you're like, what if that just requires, more work from you? What if there is just another difficult thing that you need to go through? Okay? Too many cards, a whole hand of cards that came out there. All right, what do we have? The Chariot energy. Okay, so this is a little bit of a hard, I don't want you to be discouraged by this, but Spirit is saying to you, Aquarius, now is not the time to give up. All right, now is not the time for you to be throwing in the towel. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to wreck yourself over the coals. That is not what Spirit is saying. Nobody's asking you to wreck yourself over the coals. But now is a time where, even if you do nothing, don't drop the ball on yourself. Don't be in a space where you say, like, I'm not even going to open myself to nothing else. This is how far I've come. And if this is only how far I've come, then that is it. Because I can feel that drained energy in you. So you don't necessarily need to do anything. But if you just want to, maybe get out of your thoughts a little bit. What's up, baby? Get out of your thoughts a little bit. My doggy. Or at least just give yourself a bit of a break. I feel that for some of you, you've been going, and so there is that sense of almost like apprehension, because what if the next step means that you need to do something? Maybe just don't decide that you're not going to do anything. Maybe just let's just go with that, for now, for starters. All right, so like take it a little easy with this period between Christmas and New Year's. Don't put so much on your plate. And this is a time for you to say no. All right? This is a time to say no. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I don't want to do it. No, I don't feel like it. No, I don't feel like explaining why I don't feel like doing it. That sort of thing. Okay? And for the energy going forward, Ace of Wands. So divine breakthroughs that are happening over here, spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension, next level. So that makes sense. You don't have to do anything. Just don't sort of put up that barrier of like, whatever comes my way, the answer's no type of thing, because then you might start feeling very unbalanced in your life, because there's so much spiritually coming in. Spiritual opening of the mind, your hard work paying off in a very positive way. But if you're saying I'm open to nothing, no, fuck the fuck off, that type of thing, then you are in a sense putting up that barrier unnecessarily. So it's almost like you create for yourself more of what you don't want to have. All right, so be easy on yourself, beautiful Aquarius. All right, let's clarify the King of Swords, the energy that have brought you towards where you currently are. So you've got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so I like this. You've decided this is what I want my experience to be. You started to set those things in motion. You decided what you want to have financially, how you want your life to be, how you want your future to be. Possibly, okay, so now I get the tiredness, because you also realize what it is that you do not want to have. So I can see that you have really been going, you've been going like a titan. Yeah, throughout this year, beautiful Aquarius. You've really taken those difficult steps. Some of you were tired of wearing masks. I'm not saying that you were two-faced about things, but some of you were just tired of living in a space that I would say that maybe didn't feel like your authentic self. And so I can see that you took the steps towards changing that. And you've set something very positive in motion here for you, all right? With money, in energy, really, really good. So now we are in this, December to January period, December to New Year's period with the Chariot energy. And it's also quite amazing because the Chariot energy is Cancerian energy. And there is that full moon that is taking place on December the 26th, So I'm going to say to you, whether you celebrate Christmas or not or whatever, on this Boxing Day, the day after Boxing Day, even Christmas itself, take it easy. You know, if you're the one who's always doing everything for everyone, allow yourself to be the one this year that receives things, that let people do things for you. Give people that opportunity to serve you. They may actually appreciate that. And if they don't, then it might be time for them to pull up their socks. All right? To finally get the lesson that you are not necessarily the person who's doing everything. Feels like some people need to actually finally get that. Because it seems like you've cut some ties, especially maybe in closer connections, but some people are still expecting you to fulfill all the duties that you would previously would, and the sooner they can get that message that that ship has sailed and it's not coming back, the better for you. All right? And everybody's future, really. It's like some people might even be looking up to your example, so especially maybe got kids looking up to you. This is a good time for them to learn to not be anybody else's doormat. All right? Clarifying cards, there's the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Okay, so heart is opening to new, opening to love. Don't be sort of pushing love away. Don't be pushing helping hands away. You know, if somebody says, and I get for some of you, this is a space where somebody would maybe say a little bit of a mind trick. Oh, let me do it. They may not necessarily want to do it. They may just want to be say, well, I did offer. If they say, oh, let me do it, let them do it. All right. Set yourself free, give yourself some space to focus on you. So let's say, for example, you're in a space where you maybe do all the cooking, the cleaning, the setting up, the whatever, and somebody else comes about, you know, to say just the right thing. Oh, let me help you. What can I do? Okay, you can peel that, and you can do that, and you can do that, and you over there, you can get off your phone. You know, when you're done smoking, you do this, and that, you do that, and that. You pour yourself a drink, you put on some sunglasses or a coat or whatever, wherever in the world you are, and you just go and chillax and take it easy. Okay? You deserve it. That is what you want to give yourself during this period from Christmas to New Year's. And if you do, there will be such a positive turnaround for you. Things will come to you. Miracles will come to you. Because I feel that for many of you, your focus has been on other people so much, then obviously the universe follows what we give, that you just didn't have time for yourself. All right? Because you didn't have time for yourself, the universe mimicked that. So, okay, these are too many cards. Energy going forward, potential going forward for you, the Ace of Wands. Clarifying that Ace of Wands before we get to overall message for you. So we've got the High Priestess, the World Energy, and the Four of Swords. Yep, you're going from strength to strength. You are growing from strength to strength going forward. Granted, you follow that guidance that I've given you there for that period between December to January. It's like there's this final spiritual awakening you're getting very early in 2024. I'm going to say like early maybe in February in 2024 that really draws a final cycle to an end. There's something here that it's final, but it's not final. I'm not sure what that is, but there's something that it's almost like it needs to be officially wrapped up still, that sort of thing, or maybe you need to get like an official sort of step or something that you need to make. You might be dealing here with someone, not necessarily a romantic connection, where maybe they've given you their word, but it's not like you don't trust them or don't believe them or you're suspicious of them, but you kind of need that, I feel, sort of like final confirmation from them, which I get a very positive feeling around, which then lets you very confidently go into that next level. Okay, let's see what we've got for your message from Source, my beautiful Aquarius. I like this, a nice full-bodied reading for you there. All right, look at my doggy looking at me. You want to go for a walkie, baby? If not, why not? Beautiful day in Cape Town. All right, let's see what we've got for you from Spirit, what we've got for you from Source. And if that reading resonates with you, if you appreciate it, if you like what it gives you, then go ahead and like the video. Let me know in the comments what it is that you like. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe. So in this deck in particular, the Four of Cups in reverse is a very, very good sign. Seven of Pentacles as well as the Hanged Man. All right. So you don't have to be concerned. Anybody... there might be somebody here with a bit of a sneaky, sort of like a vibe going on, maybe still trying to get you back for, I feel like some story they have going on in their mind for how you maybe let them down or embarrass them or whatever it may be. I don't see that working out. So whatever they bring your way, don't worry about it. They're just blowing a lot of smoke. Okay? So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. I hope that helps. You can also go ahead and check out, I've already done for you on my channel. Look out for your January 2024 reading, and I look forward to seeing you next time.